guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to get this no makeup look. Do you know what I actually say in the video? I don't like the term no makeup because all makeup looks like makeup, you know? This looks like I've got makeup on my face, so how is it no makeup? But I don't really know what else to call it. This is just the kind of makeup look that I like to do if it's like a Sunday or I just want to enhance what I've got. It's sort of like effortless makeup that people would think you'd spend 10 minutes on, but it actually requires quite a few products to do this. But anyway, before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section below. And if you want to see how I got this makeup look, then keep on watching. These lights are honestly so bright. I think I'm gonna cry. I think I'm gonna cry because my lights are that bright. Can't even keep my eyes open. I feel like I've filmed every single day this week and I'm sick of ring lights. I'm ready to not be in front of a ring light, let me tell you that. So we're going to do a no makeup look today. I actually kind of hate the term no makeup because makeup will always look like makeup. There's no way around it. Makeup is always going to look like makeup. But this is sort of like a makeup look that I want to do if it's like a Sunday and I want to just enhance what's already there, or if I'm just like going out but I just want to look a bit fresh. I would quite happily go out like this. I have no issue wearing no makeup, nothing like that. But this is just something that I do if I just want to feel like nice, you know? So obviously I'm starting off with a very hydrated base. If you want to see my skin prep and how I prep my skin for makeup, head on over to my morning routine video. It's all in there, every single product, showing you how I use it. But I do this about an hour before I film, so it's easier for me to reference you to that video. But I'm going to go in with a primer, and I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Blurring Primer. I am oily, guys, we know this by now. This is the best primer for oily skin. It's the one that I use the most, and you need literally the tiniest amount as well. So I'm just taking that and I'm just going to press it into the centre of my face and just take that shine away. You can see how good it is. Literally amazing, silicone free as well. And I just literally pat that in to my T-zone. So we're all primed and ready to go. Even though we're only going to be wearing like a little bit of makeup today, it is important that the skin is so prepped. This is very much a skin focused look. So the first product that I'm going to go in with is my Plouise base in the shade Pretentious Peach. I'm going to use this as a little bit of colour corrector just for round my eyes where I'm a little bit dark. I'm just taking a tiny little bit of that on my Cosmic Brushes SO5 brush, and I take it just right in the corner and just keep it there. I don't want to like blend it out anywhere. I just like to really apply it where that sort of tone is. Now this is quite a skin focused look and there are quite a few steps to the makeup, but it actually doesn't look that full at the end, but there's quite a lot of steps to make the makeup look the way it looks, if that makes sense. I feel like with no makeup looks, it's not a case of chucking like one or two products on that gets you the result of that like Pinterest no makeup. It's actually like a lot of steps just to look like you've got no makeup on. Like, what is that about? I don't understand. We will never know. I don't understand why we make things harder for ourselves sometimes, but it's the way it is. For my actual base product, I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser Oil Free Natural Skin Perfector. So this is obviously a tinted moisturiser. I use the shade 3W1 Bisque. I've never come across a foundation shade or a tinted moisturiser shade, whatever, that matches me as good as 3W1 Bisque from Laura Mercier. Honestly, it is perfection. So I actually just apply this straight on my face. I know that's not great, but look, it's only being used on me. So when it's all blended out, such a good match for me. I'm using a brush for this because I quite like the way this applies with a brush. Like, it really shears it out and like buffs it in. So I'm just going in and I'm creating a light layer all over my skin. Now I'm not concerned about coverage whatsoever at this point. I'm just going in with a super light layer to even out my skin tone. So obviously, as you can see, I've got a little breakout here and a little breakout here. We're not thinking about those right now. Also, guys, just thought I'd mention all the products in this video, apart from the Plouise, obviously, you can get on Look Fantastic, and I've got an exclusive code for the bank holiday weekend. This is not an ad or anything. The code is like completely different, but it just so happens that every single product I'm using is from Look Fantastic. You can use my code rebeccacapelmakeup, ends on the 1st of September on Thursday, but you can use that code and get up to 40% off these products. Literally amazing, it's so good. I just thought I'd mention that because we all love a bargain. I'm gonna go over my eyelids because I'm not gonna do any specific shadow. Like I said, this makeup look that I'm gonna do is very skin focused. Now I'm actually gonna leave my nose here because my freckles are obviously very much present and I don't want to cover them. I want like little things like that to like pull through the makeup because I do feel like that's what gives the makeup a more natural look. What I am going to do is go ahead with my Cosmic Brushes Precision Blending Sponge, and I'm just going to go over the top of that and really make sure that it's nice and sheared out. So we have literally just got that one veil of the tinted moisturiser over the top. You could just leave it like this and it'd look beautiful. But I just want to go up and pick up any excess and make sure that my skin is still looking like skin. So at this point, we've not covered up the peach corrector yet. We've still got the blemishes coming through, fine by me to be honest. And my freckles are still out on my nose as well, which is great. I can still definitely see my skin and like my moles and stuff coming through. Now, because we've got that like nice veil over the skin, our skin's still coming through. It's very, very minimal coverage. I want to add coverage in the areas that I need it. So I do not need full coverage all over my skin. It's a no makeup look, whatever. But I do want to conceal what needs concealing. So I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer in the shade 11. Guys, if you have not watched my review for this, you need to. You actually need to go and watch it. Like, actually click off this video and go and watch it right now, because this concealer is magic. It's so good. So I'm just literally going to put the tiniest little bit over the top of where we put the colour corrector. Now I have like quite like veiny eyelids, so I'm going to take a bit on my lids. Don't need any in the centre of my forehead. I've got a little bit of discoloration around here. Blemishes. Now this kind of matches the foundation, which is great. So I'm actually like spot concealing rather than doing like my usual lift and contour. In fact, I've got a little spot there. But I think that will be fine. Just a smidge on my chin. And then I'm taking my Peaches Makeup PC15 and I'm going to blend that out. So super light fluffy brush. And I'm keeping it quite concentrated in the area where I actually place the product. I don't want to like start blending it out into other areas of the face. I'm just taking that right under the eye as well. So obviously, because this is like quite light coverage, it might not last as long as a full coverage look just because you've not got that staying power. So what I like to do is really push the products into the skin, and what this does is it really merges all those products together. You're going to get way more longevity. So by pushing the concealer in and stuff, you get just so much more longer lasting makeup. Also, I'm filming this on Thursday morning. Can we just talk about Molly May becoming the creative director of PLT? What? How amazing is that? Like, she is actually a boss, isn't she? Like, she is absolute goals. Like, I love her so much. I think she's mint. That concealer is divine. It's so beautiful. Oh, it's just so good. Like, I just love it so much. When I'm doing like a no makeup look or enhancing my own features, whatever, this sort of makeup look, I always love to go in with cream products. So I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills cream bronzer in the shade Caramel and my absolute favourite PC21. Have I got a hair on my face? You know when you can feel a hair? So I'm going to take that cream bronzer and I'm just going to ever so lightly press it into my skin around the perimeters of my face. So just pushing it like along my cheek and then up onto the forehead as well. And I want this to be super blended, nothing too structured, not even like a contour or anything like that. Just like melting into the skin, just so I've got that like structure without having like a harsh contour, and I'm still looking like nice and bronzy as well. Sometimes if I'm doing like literally the most basic no makeup look, like one product, I will use cream bronzer. Like, cream bronzer is my absolute favourite of all time to use. If I could only use one makeup product forever, it would be cream bronzer. Definitely, 100%. As long as I've got my eyebrows tinted and my lashes tinted, give me cream bronzer all day long. Like, I love it so much. And I like to do the same with cream bronzer. So this is NARS Air Matte Blush in the shade Rush. So this is a beautiful peachy cream blush, and I'm using that same PC21. Just taking that on that brush, and I'm just going to focus this on the cheeks. And again, it's just that like natural flush, and I feel like when you go in with like two different textures of product, for example like a cream blush and then a powder blush, it adds so much like dimension to the look. Like, you've not just got that one powder or that one cream. By using both, you just get this amazing texture and dimension to the skin. It's just beautiful. So I just like to take a bit on the forehead as well, and I like to go for sort of like a natural flush. The reason why I take blush on my forehead is because I feel like it ties in the look. Like, it ties the blush in with the rest of the face. Like, you've got that tone in the skin, if that makes sense. You could leave the skin here, but I am oily. I can't not use powder, okay? So I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier Honey Translucent Powder. I love this so much. I think it's so good. I just think this is a staple, and everyone needs this in the kit. Like, it's an industry favourite for a reason. It's just so beautiful. And I'm taking that on my Laura Mercier setting brush, and I'm just going to set my T-zone, and that's it. And I feel like when it comes to no makeup looks, the quality of your product matters, because you're not actually wearing a lot of product. So the product that you are going to be using needs to be really, really good quality. So I've took that underneath my eye, down the side of my nose, and I'm taking it all over the lid as well, and really setting that in place, locking that in. This is just going to make sure that we do not crease throughout the day. Can we just take a minute for how airbrushed this side of the face is compared to this side? Airbrushed, not airbrushed. But you can still see my skin coming through. I can definitely still see my texture and everything like that. Love it. It's just like, I can't say this is a no makeup look because it's not really, but it's just like a natural makeup look, but super thin layers. Like, you don't need really thick layers of foundation. Even if you're using like a tinted moisturizer, you don't need a thick layer of it. If you use like something so light coverage on the skin and then go in with like a full coverage concealer, your skin still looks like skin, but everything is covered. It's literally the best thing ever. Also going to mattify my nose because that needs it. I'm going to take my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. Guys, I wish I hated this, but you all actually need it. It's so good. It's so beautiful. It's got this glow in it that's just, oh, it's so dreamy. I'm just using this to set the rest of my face with my Plouise 681. And this is why I love this powder so much. It doesn't add any coverage, but it sets the rest of the makeup but doesn't like mattify. It makes it look like quite glowy and fresh. It's just so beautiful. I can't even explain how good it is. It's one of those products where, do you know where like you buy it and you think, I hope that I hate this because it's so expensive that if I love it, I've got to buy it over and over again. It's like one of those ones. Skin now just looks fresh. Just looks fresh. It just looks like I've chucked it. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like I've chucked a bit of tinted moisturiser on. That's what it looks like. And we've used like 6 products already. So I'm just going to do a tiny little bit more bronzing with my MAC bronzer in the shade Dark Tan Mineralized Skin Finish. You know this by now. And I'm just going to ever so lightly go over the areas where we applied the cream bronzer. Do you know when men say, oh, love women who wear no makeup? This is that makeup that they refer to. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the makeup look where they think we're wearing no makeup when we've actually got like 17 products on. And then for my eyes, I literally just grab that same brush and push it into my like brow area. That does the world's quickest eye look. So again, buff. And join it up to the skin as well. That was so fast. And that is literally all I do for bronzer. So now I want to add some like colour back into my skin. I want to add some glow. So I'm going to be using the NARS Orgasm on the Beach palette. Oh my god, did we all expect me to use this? I think I've actually used this in every tutorial that I've done recently. But I'm just going to take a mix of all these blushes down here. And again, not being very specific with my placement, but just sort of like taking it all over the cheek. We're going like old school with it. Do you know where you just used to get blusher and do this? That is what we're doing today. So just taking my brush, and it just has this beautiful glow and flush to the skin. It's gorgeous. So just taking loads of that on my PCO3 and a bit on my nose as well, because why not? So the skin is done pretty much. I'm just going to come a bit closer just so you can see up close and personal, but the makeup is so thin. Like, I can't even explain to you how thin this makeup is. I can still see my freckles, I can still see my moles coming through. Even like my blemish a little bit isn't that covered. It just still looks like my skin, which I really, really love, but it looks like I've got makeup on, obviously. But I'm going to melt that all down in place. Obviously, we have used quite a few powders. I'm going to use the MAC Fix Plus Magic Radiance. If you've not tried this, wow. It's literally amazing. It's so good. I can't even explain how much I love the Fix Plus Magic Radiance. It makes your makeup come back to life. It melts the powders down. It makes you look fresh. It makes you look radiant. Makes you look glowy, but not like in a glittery highlighter way. It literally gives you that 8-hour sleep, just done my skincare. Yes, I did a face mask this morning sort of skin, you know? It's so beautiful. So obviously the setting spray has done its magic. I'm just going to go with my powder brush and go over my eyes, because we have got a little bit of that setting spray on there, and I'm just thinking about mascara, that's all. For brows, I would not really do much. I just put like clear brow gel in, or I found this the other day and I think it's amazing. This is the Too Faced Brow Wig Brush On Hair Fluffy Brow Gel in the shade medium brown. It's got like fibres in it and I just love it. So let me just show you. So I've just been going, I've done this like the past few days, by the way. Put this through my brow. And it also holds the brow as well. So it's sort of like a brow gel as well. But look how much that's just tidied up that brow and like filled it in compared to this side. It's so good. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the same on this side. And that is literally all I do for my brows. Dead easy. Love it. So brows are literally done. Easy. Took 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes with the Morphe eyelash curler. Do you know what? This is actually the best eyelash curler that I've ever used. It's so good. I was never one that actually saw a difference using eyelash curlers, but as soon as I started using this one, I thought it was really good. I'm addicted to curling my eyelashes. I'm obsessed with it. Like, look how much that has lifted my lashes. I love it. So I'll just curl my lashes like that, and I'm going to go in with my mascara. This is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. Really like this mascara. It really lifts my lashes, and I love the wand of this as well. It's one of those, I feel like Benefit are so good for mascara. Like, they just do it right, don't they? And then I just leave my bottom lashes how they are. I don't really do anything to my bottom lashes. But I'm going to take a lip liner. This is Morphe in Love Bite. I'm just going to line my lips a little bit. And I like to use this one because this one is very, very close to my natural lip colour. I like to blend it into the centre as well. And then I just go over the top with the lip balm. So I'm going to use Too Faced Hangover Lip Balm Lip Treatment. I think this has got a bit of plumping in there as well. So I'm just going to go like this. Oh, I love this. Every time I use it, I just think, it's like coconut. I love it. And that is what I do for my no makeup that isn't no makeup because all makeup looks like makeup. So obviously we used quite a lot of products on the skin, but you would just think that I'd chucked a bit of like tinted moisturiser on and maybe a bit of highlighter or something like that, but it actually looks so smooth. Everything blends together. You can still see my skin through the makeup. So yeah, this is just my favourite makeup to do when I want to look fresh, feel fresh. Obviously I have no issue going out with no makeup on, but when I'm like this, I just feel a bit better about myself, you know, I just feel a bit fresh. So yeah guys, that is my no makeup makeup. I will link all the products that I've used in the description box below for you, along with my social channels, so you can come and follow me on Instagram and things like that. I've actually got TikTok as well, but I'm not very good at posting on there. Maybe it's my age. But before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video, and leave me a lovely little comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!